Hello, welcome to the video. My name's Paul and this is Paul's Skype English. Today we're going to talk about a cultural difference that I've noticed in the UK versus a lot of other countries that I've lived in, such as South Korea. This is about going to somebody's house. Now, what I'm going to talk about here is a generalization, because you have to remember that the UK is a very multicultural place and people are quite individualistic, so different families will run their households differently. But I can talk from my personal experience as a British person and give you some general guidelines. To start off with, there's a very common expression, in England in particular, that says, "An Englishman's home is his castle." Now, this expression means that an Englishman's home is kind of like a private place away from the rest of the world, where they feel safe and it's guarded. It also means that if you get an invitation to somebody's house, that's very, very special. So with my family in particular, the people that we used to invite to our house when I was young, and even my tendency now, are very close friends or family. Generally speaking, I wouldn't really invite anybody else. Now, if you're an exchange student on a home stay, that's an exception. That's slightly different. But if you get invited to somebody's house, you should treat it as quite a special thing, because that means they probably want to be quite good friends with you. Again, that's a generalization, but there's probably some truth there. So, some differences I've noticed. Like I said, it's normally close friends and family. Also, when you go to somebody's house, the time that you spend there and what you do there might be different from what you're used to. For example, if I go to one of my relatives' houses, I might just spend an hour there, or even less maybe. And because they're family or because they're close friends, I don't really need to prepare anything, and they don't prepare anything for me. Really, all we would do is we'd have a cup of coffee and we'd just have a chat. Now, this would be very informal, and perhaps I would just ring them at the last minute and say, "Are you in? Can I come over this afternoon? I want to talk to you about something." And it would be very informal. Okay. You need to be there around about the right time. Don't be very late. Don't be very early. Just around about the right time, around the time that you said you would go. Because like I say, it's informal. If it's a special occasion, you need to be there on time. And if it's a special occasion, you need to bring something like a gift. So if it was a birthday present, a bottle of wine, something like that. Okay. Another difference might be that you should not overstay your welcome. So, like I say, an Englishman's house is like his castle. So they want the place to be private. They want the place to be guarded. It's very special that they've invited you. But they really don't want you to stay too long, because you have to leave the castle eventually. And if you're from East Asia, another difference may be the fact that you might not need to take your shoes off. This is down to the individual family, but it could be a difference. Maybe you just wear your shoes as long as they're clean, and you don't need to take them off. So you won't see a little area next to the door to put all of your shoes. Necessarily, that might not be there. Okay, so these are just some cultural differences that I've noticed. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Also, you can subscribe to the channel, and you can find us on Facebook and Naver Blogs. If you look on Facebook and Naver Blogs, there's updates Monday to Friday, so there's always something on there new to look at and new to learn. Thank you very much.